I've just had a baby. I had her 3 months ago. But the father who I had the baby with hasn't really been supportive and in our lives. So I've basically been left with, supporting her on my own. During my pregnancy though, I was told by my partner, I don't need to work, I'm going to be supported, and all costs for hospital and everything will be paid for by him, which obviously when it came down to it, it didn't really happen that way.
And you had a job at this stage, so you had a job until you got pregnant.
Yes, exactly.
So you were a working class girl.
Exactly.
And you were doing well for yourself.
Yes.
And
yes.
you had a nice car, and you had a nice life.
And my life, and exactly.
Okay. These are the kind of things we don't plan for, right?
No, you don't plan for it at all.
Okay.
So I trusted that at the time that we would be looked after, and when it came down towards the end, I had to incur a lot of financial bills from hospitals and scans and things like that I didn't really plan on having to pay for. So it set me back quite a lot. And then, when Summer was born, I was basically on my own. I didn't really have any financial support. Then I had to move out of the apartment that I was staying in with my partner because our relationship had ended. So I didn't really have anywhere to go. I didn't have a job to be able to support myself to get an apartment. I couldn't even get a job if I wanted to because Summer was too small. So maternity leave is generally till 4 months, and at this stage she was only 2 months.
Oh.
So it left me in that position. So I moved in with friends, which obviously it's not
Yes.
convenient for them, and also having a baby screaming. I'm like trying to make her shh in the middle of the night, which you can't do. And then a few weeks ago I landed up having a car accident and actually wrote my car off. But I didn't have insurance at the time to cover, so...
Is there a reason you didn't have insurance at the time? Was it just because of the affordability of it? Or you were swapping insurance? Or
I was changing insurance companies, and then in amongst giving birth, that's something that just slips your mind. You don't even think about anything else. The rest of the world becomes a blur. So it was something that completely slipped my mind, and I didn't actually ever envisage that I would have this kind of accident where it was actually written off. So now I'm in a position where I still have to continue to pay for my car for the next 4 years, but not actually have it.
Which leaves you basically carless
and in a lot of debt.
A lot of debt, and with the situation having to get your daughter around, and the situation with your daughter, you got to take her to, as I understand, therapy.
Because she's still so small, they have like a stork's nest appointment where they get weighed every week. Then she has her ped appointments that she has to go to every 2 months. And then because she's a colic baby, she has to go to chiropractor twice a week.
Wow. So it's really amazing that you're basically upholding up to this point, and what you're trying to go through it's always blows my mind how a woman like you can get through these kind of stages without the support of a man and everything else. But look, my team is here for you, and obviously we'd like to try and do as much as we can, even to the point if we can try and assist you and help you with trying to find that job.
Thank you.
And the whole point of the act of generosity is not just helping you for now and leaving you burdened in the future, to try and get you out of your debt and to try and assist you to get your own life going, so you can support yourself and making sure that you have a sustainable income for you and your daughter. So we will definitely be walking this journey with you.
Thank you.
And try and see if we can help you to the best of our ability. But for now, the act stands at 180,000 for this year, and we'd definitely like to make sure that happens as quick as possible, that you can see that assistance and start feeling it.
Thank you.
Just on that topic, I mean, you understand, we understand your situation is quite severe, but what does this do for you personally? What is this change in your life, getting this little bit of help that unfortunately you never really envisaged, getting the car crash? I mean, look, that assistance could have gone better used to helping you and your daughter sustain an income for living somewhere or something else. So the car crash is devastating in my eyes that you didn't have insurance, but now that you have that assistance that's off your shoulders, how does this help you? I mean,
well, it'll help me completely, and in a sense change my life, where I'll actually be able to go back to work. I'll be able to be employed. I'll be able to stand on my own 2 feet. I don't have to feel like I'm stranded and I have nowhere to turn and I can't help myself all summer. So the main thing is that the whole car issue, that for me, being able to get myself to a job that I can be employable and obviously get her to all of her appointments, that for myself just getting back into the real world after having a baby. You're so consumed in just your child that you forget about the real world, and it's really important that you can get thrown back in and feel like a normal person, not just a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much once more for coming in, and thank you for writing to us.
Thank you for having me.
It's a phenomenal story, and we look forward to walking this journey with you.
I look forward to
Thank
it
you.
too. Thank you.